Hello? Oh, delightful. Send him in. Brian, darling, what a surprise.
You asked me to stop by, Vanessa.
Did I?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yes, so I did.
Yeah.
I was just going over some of the numbers from Domi last month. Things are looking very good.
Oh, I'm thrilled.
Oh, I can tell that you are.
So, why was I given the royal summons this time?
So you can tell me about the problems you've been having with Ben Martin?
I didn't say I was having any...
Yes, but you are having problems, aren't you?
Yes. Winning him over to my side is going to be a little more difficult than I thought.
Good afternoon. Perhaps you are right. And that at a moment like this, small talk would seem somewhat inconsequential. But maybe this will offer you some small comfort. Food, or what you Americans allow to pass for food. I apologize for the crudeness.
Has Lance contacted you yet?
Lance, you are still playing that game. Now, a great deal has happened in the last few hours. And unfortunately for you, Mrs. Davidson, very little of it has happened to your advantage.
Need a menu.
You mean you actually have them?
Cute. We would just like 2 club sandwiches, some chips, and a couple colas. Is that all right with you?
Who am I to argue?
Thank you.
Sure.
Isn't this the place that you first met Davidson?
Vaughn, please. After last night, I don't want to argue anymore.
Well, after last night, I don't want to be reminded of the man who would have made you happy.
That's not fair.
Let's hope he doesn't show up today.
You're thinking that I came here on the off chance that we might run into him? You're wrong.
Am I?
Yes. I had other reasons.
Well, now, I realize that's probably some sort of a cue, but I'm not quite sure what my line would be, so why don't you just say something if you have something to say?
All right. I came here because the registrar's office is right across the quad. I've been thinking about this a lot recently, and I've decided to re-enroll and complete the credits that I started this semester.
Why?
Because I don't like leaving something undone. See, this way I'll at least be able to say that I've completed 1 full year of college, and I'll have a good base to build an undergraduate career on if I decide to pursue one.
I didn't realize there was going to be an undergraduate career.
And I didn't realize it would be so difficult to get pregnant. Look, Vaughn, I am not actually saying that I am going to go on. I'm only saying that I want to salvage the efforts that I have made here in Kingsley. Come on, I'm only talking a month and a half at the most. During that time, you can go back to Lake Forest and look for a house for us.
I would like you to be part of that process, Courtney. I mean, after all, you're going to live there, too.
Oh, come on, Vaughn. My input is not all that necessary. It'd be minimal at best. Your position already dictates where we're going to live, how much we're going to spend. You'll go back there, you'll decide on 2 estates, not being radically different from each other, and that'll be that. My input isn't necessary at all.
Look, if you're waiting for an answer, mine's the same. No.
I thought you were the man whose motto was, nothing is impossible. Why all of a sudden doubts about Ben Martin?
Because I'm beginning to see that the Ben I knew, the Ben I'm getting to know again, are not the same person. He's going through a change right now. And personally, until that change is completed, I don't think he's going to be susceptible to the kind of molding you have in mind.
He won't be susceptible, or you're just not up to trying?
Both. It was a long shot at best.
Was it? We're no longer dealing with a man with strong professional ethics? A man whose moral convictions are more clearly defined than those of his contemporaries? A man who is uncompromising in the goals he sets for himself? Don't worry, darling. I don't expect you to respond. You're incapable of determining those answers anyway. Those characteristics are slow to change. Your approach has been much too blatant. A man of principle would never accept anything as obvious as you paying the bills that he can't.
The guy runs a free clinic in the worst section of town. Now, why should a charitable man react negatively to charity? Let's just admit that we were wrong.
Ryan, my sweet, you can be such a child. Think. The charity of people like Ben Martin comes from a deep need to feel superior over the people they're helping. In doing what you've done, you've made him feel like one of the great unwashed. You've put him right back into the class of people which deep down he despises.
Vanessa, let's stop all this right here and now.
We can't. Or more accurately, you can't. Don't sulk, darling.
What are you suggesting, then?
An abundance of subtlety. What's the wife like?
Laurie? She's like Ben, I suppose.
I doubt that. At least I doubt that she has the same caliber of strengths.
So you want me to start working on her?
Yes. Convince her of the good that's being done by your charming little institute. Paint it as a sort of a Chesterfield free clinic for the moneyed. After all, there are just as many disadvantages to being rich as there are to being poor.
Maybe even more.
Exactly. And while you're doing that, look for other opportunities to be generous to them. But opportunities that would express your affection rather than your concern. Do you understand the difference?
Yes.
And remember, the most important thing we have going for us is his dissatisfaction with the clinic. That's what we're really capitalizing on.
I never said anything to you about his being unhappy at the clinic.
Oh, didn't you?
No, I'm sure I haven't.
But that's not a wrong conclusion, is it?
Well, no.
Then what's the problem?
I don't know. May I be excused?
You may.
Thank you.
For the time being.
You're not going to let me go, are you?
Unfortunately, that does not fit into our plans of the present moment. But please, eat your hamburger while it still has some warmth.
If I'm going to die, I have a right to know some answers. Why does your princess want this Dar Salam Bible so badly?
My dear lady, even I am not allowed to know why this artifact is so valuable. I mean,
I didn't ask you why it was so valuable. I want to know why she needs it.
It's important to you that you should know this.
I want to know what I'm going to die for.
You seem very confident in that. The money's from the sale of the Dar es Salaam Bible, and we do have an avid buyer waiting, I assure you. Will be used to fund a small army to overthrow the present Dorian regime.
Well, if that's true, then $1.2 million is a gross underestimation of the Bible's worth.
Yes, it is.
Then all this scheming and cheating and trying to get something for God's sacred word is just a prelude to terrorism.
I'm afraid Her Royal Highness would quibble with your choice of words, but yes, I'm a practical man, and that is a very practical observation.
I'm going to give you a warning then. You're going to fail because God won't be mocked.
Your God, if he exists at all, is mocked every day.
Every word, every action is very carefully noted by him and will be reckoned with.
Perhaps. But as I say, I am a practical man. And up until now, I have seen no evidence of that point. Good day.
Hey, get Scotty to sleep?
No, not really, but I don't have the energy to deal with him right now. I don't know, what am I gonna tell Ben? I mean, we just spent $1,500 on the car and now it's out of commission again.
Hey, you want me to call him? I'll tell him.
No, thanks. It's my responsibility. Hey, and thanks for coming to get us.
Sure, no problem.
You know, when you think about it, it really is trivial. I mean, when I really put everything in perspective. With Mom missing and everything.
Yeah. I hope she's okay.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
My goodness gracious, is this all for me?
Well, yeah, as a matter of fact, I was just loading all this stuff in the car to bring it over to you.
Oh, no, well, I mean, yes, that's all I can do to get into my living room now, you know?
Well, should I take it on down to the church for you? or
No,
what?
tomorrow afternoon will be good enough.
Oh, no, that's impossible for me because I have a big exam, really.
Well, tonight then.
Well,
Tomorrow night.
Okay, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. I'll load all this stuff in my car. Because I only need my car for just a few minutes tonight. I'm gonna buzz over to the huddle. Okay, then I'll just leave the car out front. You guys come by at your convenience, load it up, and you got the stuff. All
That
right.
sounds easy enough. I would put it in the van, but it's loaded to the ceiling with stuff.
Okay.
Well, now, how you guys holding up?
We're doing okay.
Well, you just remember, Laurie, honey, I'm just a telephone call away. You hear?
Thank you.
Okay. Now, everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
I know.
Everything.
I know I am.
Now, you be sure and let me know if you hear anything about your mother, eh?
Oh, we will. We will.
Okay.
Oh, okay. See you.
And Peter, thank you so much for your help.
Well, yeah, it's fine. You're welcome.
Bye-bye, Ian.
Bye-bye.
Well, I guess I can't put it off any longer. I've got to call Ben.
Okay, and I'll finish loading this in the car.
Listen, do you think we're all going to fit?
Who knows?
Chesterfield Clinic, Dr. Martin.
Well, since when do you answer the phone?
Well, since I gave Ione the afternoon off and sent Lucille home early.
So it's that quiet there, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, well, I wish I could say the same for my day.
What happened?
It's the car again.
How bad?
Well, I went to take Scotty to Mark to get a checkup, and when I came out of the hospital, it wouldn't start. So I just left it in the parking lot at the hospital, and I just didn't have the heart to call the auto club. So anyway, I called Peter, and he came and got us, and I'm over at Mom's right now.
Are you all right?
Yeah. Don't pay attention to me. It's just with everything. It's just frustrating.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Well, we are going to leave right now to come pick you up.
Listen, don't bother. I'll just take a taxi. Well, I mean, Peter's got better things to do than drive us all over Kingsley. Just have him take you home.
No, he doesn't mind.
I'm sure he doesn't mind. Hold on just 1 second, okay? Hey, listen, something's happening. Lori can't pick me up. Can you possibly give me a lift home?
No. I'll be glad to.
Listen, Brian just walked in here, and he's going to drop me off, okay?
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
listen, just go home. Give Scotty his dinner. I'll be there as soon as I can. And we'll worry about this a little later. Like, maybe next year.
Yeah, maybe the year after.
Okay. Hey, listen. Was there any word on Terry?
No.
Okay. Well, I'll see you in a little while.
I love you, Ben.
Yeah, I love you too. Bye.
Well, we don't have to go get Ben.
Oh, good. Glad you said that. We ran out of room.
The car again?
Yes.
But you just
and
had
I don't
it
want to hear
fixed.
any more about it.
Okay.
Brian.
Okay. May I just make a small suggestion?
A small suggestion, yes.
First of all, I want to apologize for my behavior concerning the repair bill. It was presumptuous and rude, and, well, I apologize.
Thank you.
Yeah. Although I'm a little worried about how you're going to pay for another one, I'm not going to say anything.
Good.
Because I have an idea.
No.
Come on, you said I could make a suggestion. One of the fringe benefits of working at the Institute is the use of a company car. Of course, I'm much too attached to my little German import to make use of it. So the car that's been assigned to me is just sitting there in the parking lot at the Institute, all alone. Sad, isn't it?
Very. I'm ready. Let's go.
Well, what do you think?
I think you should drive it. I think that sports car you have allows you to drive way too fast, and one of these days you're going to get in a lot of trouble.
Didn't you hear me? Ben, it is just sitting there. Now, why should you be without a car when I have two? I mean, you have to admit. Come on, it makes sense. It'll make it easier for Lori and Scott.
Yeah, it does make sense.
Come on, Ben, don't be stubborn.
Brian, I just said I'd take it, okay?
You did?
But only until my car's repaired.
At last, some sense.
No, I think it's desperation is what it is. You see, well, these car problems couldn't have happened at a worse time. I have this interview coming up with a pharmaceutical company. And I don't especially want to drive up in my brother-in-law's rusted-out compact.
An interview, huh? Care to give me a little more information?
No.
No.
Other than it's a big company. They're moderately interested in me, and I'm anxious to make a good impression on them.
Well, old buddy, driving up in about $25,000 worth of chrome and leather sure ain't gonna hurt. Why don't I take you and Lori out to dinner tonight? I mean, you guys are one up on me, you know?
Let's make a rain check. We want to sit close to the phone in case there's any word on Lori's mom.
Okay,
Let's go.
I only offer once, though.
Hi, Peter.
Hi. I was looking for Gary. Is he here?
Sorry.
That isn't your usual clientele, is it?
No, and I wish they'd leave. They've been here forever.
Yeah, well,
Excuse me.
Look, this isn't the time or the place to be talking about this. Let's just go back to the hotel.
No, I think I'd like some dessert.
Oh, Courtney, come on.
I'm staying, Vaughn.
Well, I'm going, Courtney.
Well, then you're going.
Fine. Look, I'll give you 5 minutes. I'm going to wait out in the parking lot in the car. If you're not out in 5 minutes, I'm going.
Let me save you the 5 minutes, Vaughn. I won't be there.
Very good, Brian. Very subtle.
Oh, I'm so glad I've finally done something that you approve of.
I'm fascinated by this interview with the pharmaceutical company. You know, it shows that he's a lot more dissatisfied than I thought he was. It would almost be worth the risk to offer him a job right now. Almost. He has to come to you, though. It has to be his idea.
You're going to find that Ben has a few other ideas. If by some chance he does come to work at the Institute, he's not going to be easy to deal with. All the things I ignored, all the inconsistencies that I pretended not to notice, he'll pursue and expose. Vanessa, I really think you should reconsider this plan.
Oh, but darling, I have. And it is foolproof.
You're such a gentleman, Vaughn.
Hey, somebody stole my car.
What?
I can't believe this.
What
I had
happened?
it double parked out there, left it running. I was just going to be in here a second.
Well, that was real smart, Peter.
Well, thanks a lot, Mrs. Sumner. Hey, can I borrow your phone, please?
Oh, sure.
Thanks. I tell you what, if this is Gary and those guys playing a joke on me, they're gonna regret it. Yeah, hi. Hi. Yeah, I want to report a stolen car, please. Uh-huh. What? My car's stolen. They put me on hold.
How are you gonna get home from here?
Don't worry, it's my problem. Okay,
Peter, I'd like to help, okay? Look, I'm kind of stranded here myself. I was going to walk over to my uncle's and borrow one of his cars. Why don't you come with me and I'll take you wherever you have to go?
Because that won't look too good, okay?
I don't care what it's going to look like. Now, do you want my help or don't you?
Thanks, yeah, okay.